Tonight on Live from the Theater Basement, it's the award-winning 10-minute play Nectar, written by Sasha Stewart Miller and directed by Michael Rulon. When Marlene is finally cast in her dream role, her agent suddenly presents her with an unexpected choice that only she can make. That's tonight with Nectar on Live from the Theater Basement.
Do good, be good. Is your company or nonprofit looking for a facilitator? Hire Sharon Tewksbury Bloom to facilitate virtual retreats, meetings, or team building. Email Sharon at connect@sharonspeaks.com. Your company will be better with Do Good, Be Good.
I'm your host, Chris Verrill. Tonight's 10-minute play is Nectar, written by Sasha Stewart Miller and directed by Michael Rulon, here on Live from the Theater Basement.
Bobby, hi, I'm here.
Hi, Marlene. How we doing?
Oh, no, don't keep me in suspense, honey. Just lay it on me, please.
You got the part.
No, you're kidding. Don't kid with me. Really? Are you serious, Bobby?
They called this morning.
Oh, I can't believe it. And you're sure it was me? Oh my God, Mama, your little girl from Kentucky has done it. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, yes. Oh.
Let me know when you're done so we can discuss it.
Discuss? There's nothing to discuss. I'm doing it. I have to do it.
Marlene.
Have I not made myself clear on how important this is to me? My whole career has led up to this one role. Bobby, really, what kind of question is that?
You got the commercial too.
I what?
An espresso commercial. You got it.
What? Well, that's fabulous news. I had that audition months ago. I had no idea I was still in the running for that. I thought they cast someone
It
else.
shoots the same time as the play runs.
Well, that could be worked out. I'm sure someone could move something around and reschedule to make them both work out so that I can do both.
I've talked to both parties at length. The commercial shoots in South America for a week. Nespresso is officially annoyed with me, so that's fun for me. There's no way. Neither of them can adjust.
Well, what about an understudy?
Oh, an understudy. I never thought of that. Of course I suggested an understudy. The director said it'd basically be double casting since the show only runs for 2 weekends. You'd miss half the run of the performances, plus you'd be gone during tech week. He said they may as well go with his second pick.
Well, okay. Easy choice. I'm doing the play. And I know that's not what you want to hear, but I have waited my entire life to play Blanche Dubois in A Streetcar Named Desire, and I absolutely will not pass this up.
Marlene, I know this is rough. I know what that play means to you, but you need to take this commercial. The storyline of an unknown average housewife navigating her midlife crisis and traveling to Colombia to see where her coffee comes from is a complete anomaly for a brand of this stature. And you're perfect for it. I really believe that. I wouldn't say it if it weren't true. You know me.
Bobby, I can't do it. I just can't. I know it's a big deal. I know that. I know how the world works.
I don't think you do, Marlene. It pays triple what your last national commercial paid. Triple.
Triple?
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, I knew you were going to fight me on this, but I need you to listen to reason. Let's just try and get on the same page here.
Bobby, please. You've known me, what, almost 10 years now?
Let's see, The Dark Knight filmed in 2007, so yeah, almost 10 years.
Gosh, The Dark Knight. I almost forgot about that movie. Probably because you can't even see me in it.
You were a very convincing background party guest, scared shitless by the Joker. But don't undersell yourself. You just needed better representation that could move you to the front of the party guest crowd.
Enter Bobby Truman, guardian angel to the middle-aged actresses enduring the city of angels, scraping and clawing to keep their artistic dreams alive. The city of over-caffeinated parking ticket devils is a better name for it.
And I did, didn't I? You almost always had work since you hitched your start on my wagon, haven't you? I haven't steered you wrong yet. which is why I need you to just trust me on this one.
Bobby, I don't want to bore you with my acting philosophy or why I became an actress or anything like that. I know you don't really care about that stuff. And I know if you have to hear one more story about growing up in Kentucky, you'll be madder than a mule chewing bumblebees. Sorry. I want to play Blanche for the same reason every other actress in the world wants to play Blanche. It's the greatest and most complex stage role ever written for a woman, period. There's nothing more to it than that. She is the whole package. She's a child and an adult in one body, just like all of us. She's looking for salvation. She finds destruction instead, but at the end of the day, she's ultimately just an alcoholic. And that's the most fun any actor can have on a stage. I've been lucky enough to pay the bills these last few years with acting. And I hope you know how grateful I am to you for being my agent and being a good one to me too. But this is why I got into acting. I got into acting because I love people. I love their stories, and Blanche has one of the best stories. Any actress worth a damn has played her. They've all had their turn at her. Now this is my turn. I had to earn this turn, and apparently I finally have, and I'm going to do it. I have to.
I was afraid you were going to say that.
You know, I hate playing the woman card because that's just the trend now, isn't it? These millennials that think they're owed something and the deck is stacked against them for one reason or another. My mama did not raise me that way, but I'll be damned if there's not a shortage of roles for women over 50 out there.
You won't find me arguing that point.
Bobby, isn't there anything you want? Isn't there anything you're just waiting for, hoping it'll find you or that you'll find it?
I want you to take the Nespresso commercial.
Bobby, really?
What do you want me to say, Marlene? You want me to help you justify your decision by telling you I also wanted to be an actor but gave it up to be an agent?
What? Really?
Of course. All of us agents wanted to be actors. How do you think anyone in LA ends up working the job that they're working? It's because they gave up doing something else.
I did not know this. How did I not know this? What kind of actor were you?
Shakespeare.
I'm sorry, what?
Shakespeare. Ever heard of him? English, Romeo and Juliet, King Lear.
I know who Shakespeare is, smartass. You just don't often hear of exclusively Shakespearean actors anymore.
Well, that was me. I had one goal. I wanted to be in the Royal Shakespeare Company, and that's it. Trained with everyone and everywhere. Paid my dues doing regional theater and even lived in New York for a few years doing a couple of off-Broadway plays. Finally, scored an audition at the RSC. Used every cent to my name and borrowed the rest from my parents to fly my ass out to London. And they passed on me. Not even a callback. Took the wind right out of my sails, so much that I realized I didn't have the drive to keep pursuing it. So I didn't want to keep being so broke all the time and auditioning every day just to get rejected, so I stopped. This industry was all I knew. So I got a job as an agent, and I haven't looked back once. Now I can afford rent, I have health insurance, and I can buy my mom a birthday gift every year that isn't completely embarrassing.
Bobby.
Don't, Marlene, please don't do that. Don't pity me. I'm fine. I'm tremendous, actually. That's how I know it wasn't for me. I haven't lost any sleep on unrequited dreams.
How did I not know this about you?
Because I never talk about it. Plus, this isn't about me. This is about you. You're the one who has a decision to make here.
I made my decision.
I don't think so.
I know so.
Marlene, I don't want to insult your intelligence, so forgive me if this comes out abruptly. But have you lost your actual mind? The fact that you are even considering passing this up is this opportunity. It's beyond me. But to do it in the name of art is such a cliche. I don't even know where to begin a conversation with you about it. It's like trying to talk to a Trump supporter.
What other name would I do it in?
What?
You said I'm doing this in the name of art. What other name would I do it in? What else is more valuable on earth than money? Family, I suppose. Our health? There, 2 things. Not much else. I honestly can't think of anything else.
Well, you're preaching to the choir on this one, Marlene. You don't have to try and explain that to me, that feeling of knowing you were the best person they saw for the role. That not only were you good enough, but someone else agreed that you were good enough. I know what that feels like. I'm not trying to say the feeling isn't valid or not worth something. It is valuable. What I don't understand is how you can realistically be an adult person living in an adult world with adult expenses who doesn't know where her next paid gig is coming from. And you're choosing to forego it for a payday that you can live with for an entire year. A year, Marlene. That's what I'm not understanding.
Well, I'm not exactly enjoying this, Bobby. Trust me. I'm not relishing the ironic timing of the universe here, but it's still a no-brainer to me. It's so much more than just going with my gut. The feeling is so much stronger than that. I can't even really explain it.
As your employer, I'm asking you to please try.
You know, I was thinking about you the other day, sitting on my porch. I still have that bird feeder from the infomercial I did last summer that the hummingbirds love. It reminds me of back home. I fill it with that syrupy sugar water so the birds come. They fly up and drink from it when they don't have their real food. But they are not fooled. They know, and I know, that it isn't the real thing, that they're just here out of necessity so I can watch them flap their wings and hear their hum. The real nectar is out in the trees. It's what was made for them. I know it's silly, but it's the same thing, Bobby, isn't it? This play, it's the nectar, it's the real stuff. You should be acting. You were too young to give up that quickly, Bobby. To make a decision that was so final, far too young. You've still got your whole life ahead of you. If I could do it, anyone could. To thine own self be true.
Well, we've clearly reached the point of no return here. So let me just say the thing I've been trying to avoid this whole time, since it now apparently must be said. I knew how much you wanted to be Blanche, and I knew you were going to choose it over the commercial. The head of the agency is always notified when we score contracts that are over a certain amount. So for you to turn down that contract required a conversation between he and I. Long story short, he has made it very clear that if you turn down that commercial, we need to drop you.
What?
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. I understand.
I didn't want to have to tell you this because you and I have a great working relationship, and I not only enjoy being your agent, but I consider you a friend. You know that. I hope you change your mind for your own sake. More than anything, Marlene, you deserve to be employed, and employed doing what you love, acting, because you're very good at it. Not all my clients are, that's for sure, but you really, truly are. I think it'd just be such a shame to throw it all away.
Well, I guess that settles it then. You've convinced me. Happy?
Really?
Yes, sir.
Marlene, that's wonderful. I'll call Nespresso right away. I knew that if we could enter into an open dialogue, you're teasing me, aren't you?
I had to get one more in. Well, I thank you, Bobby Truman. Send over anything I need to sign and make it official.
Marlene, what are you going to do?
I've always depended on the kindness of strangers.
The Macmillan Bar and Kitchen, now open. Macmillan is housed in the historic Bank Hotel building, built in 1886, the oldest standing building in historic downtown Flagstaff. Drink in the history. The Macmillan, number 2 Route 66, in historic downtown Flagstaff.
Written by Sasha Stewart Miller. Directed by our very own Michael Rulon. Thank you very much, Michael. Marlene was played by Nichole Katz, and Bobby was played by Matt Morales. Nichole and Matt, wonderful to have you back here at Theatrikos. Live from the theater basement, producers Jamie Hasapis and Linda Sotera, engineer Matt Brewer, technician today is none other than the amazing Joe Maniglia. Associate producers Virginia Brown, John Propster, Michael Rulon. Crew Noah Bessler, Jaden Roberts, Sam Bradbury, Casey Garcia, Ava Haynes, Madison Hartson, Malene LaBerge, Justin Moscow, Marco Tenkumo, and Sel Wasson. Takes a lot of folks to put this good stuff together. Dramaturgy, Theatrikos Artistic Committee. Play curation, Northern Arizona Playwriting Showcase. Executive producer Chris Vernon. Live from the theater basement, streaming live on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. and available wherever you get your podcasts, is a production of Theatrikos Theatre Company in partnership with Northern Arizona Playwriting Showcase and Deuteron Films. Theatrikos Theatre Company, Flagstaff, Arizona, is the theater company of Northern Arizona and the Grand Canyon, embracing the spirit of Broadway with such wonderful shows as the family musical Little Shop of Horrors. Yeah, even though there's a plant who's eating people, it's family. Miracle on 34th Street, and this Sunday, happened this afternoon, we've got a community reading of Arthur Miller's The Crucible. That happened this afternoon. We'll do this in 3 parts, next Sunday at 2 p.m. and the following Sunday at 2 p.m. It's an opportunity to dig deep into theater that has a great impact in the community. And you can watch. You can watch for free, and you can be an actor for free. You can learn a little bit of acting tips and a little bit of how theater has an impact on society. Admission is, of course, free. Live from the theater basement, the weekly podcast streaming show of Theatrikos Theatre Company alternates between 10-minute short plays like Nectar and interviews with Arizona arts leaders. If you're a playwright of a 10-minute show, NAPS will begin accepting submissions for the 2021 season in the spring. Hey, that's now. That was last week. I'm going to submit. Email theater@theatrikos.com for submission guidelines. If you'd like to see wonderful 10-minute shows live in person, so would I, you can follow Northern Arizona Playwriting Showcase on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you, as a listener viewer, have input, we'd love to hear from you. It's that same email address there, theater@theatrikos.com. There you go. Isn't that just like magic, the way that works there? Live from the theater basement, streaming live on Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. and available wherever you get your podcasts, is funded in part by the Flagstaff Arts Council, #CreativeFlagstaff, and the Arizona Community Foundation. Additional funding from the Arizona Commission on the Arts, Flagstaff 365, BBB revenue from the City of Flagstaff, Calf Country Radio, and patrons of the arts like you. Thanks for joining us here with Nectar on Live from the Theater Basement. This is Theatrikos. Coming up on Live from the Theater Basement, it's the award-winning 10-minute play. Hey, we got a lot of award-winning 10-minute plays. Reservations, written by Jeffrey Fisher Smith and directed by Nichole Katz. Well, she looks familiar. A couple who's been married for many years face an unexpected challenge that will forever alter the perfect rhythm of their lives. Reservations, April 7th at 7:30 p.m. and wherever you get your podcasts.